My name is Thad Wallen, and today I'm going to have a look at Moodle's functionality. This is a typical course page. You can see messaging functions. On the left, you can see things like Gradebook, and on the right, you have a lot of other options under the Administration tab. First thing I want to talk about is how to set up the Gradebook. So over on the right side, Gradebook Setup, and we can see that there are categories and assignments in each category. These categories are weighted for percentage. So if we want to add something, we have to add a category. In this case, I'm going to add a midterm paper category. So we have midterm paper. You can see several options here. Category total, that's something we can think about later. I'll just save changes. Continue. Okay. And we can see when we look down there, there is where any new category gets added. It will automatically go to the bottom. So we click on the tab if we want to move it up to a different location, and then we'll just click where we'd like it to go. Great, so looking down here again, there's my midterm paper section. I have not given it a weighted percentage, but that's okay. We can figure that out at any time. Save changes. Okay, looking good. Now, I want to actually create the assignment. Most people will be familiar with creating that assignment. You go into the week that we'd like to add an activity or resource. I'm going to add an assignment widget. And we'll call it midterm paper. We can add any information about the assignment. Also, any assignment that you do in Moodle, you have the capacity to add audio or video. You can add a live recording or links, just like any other platform. Down here we have due dates and cutoff dates. We can set those. I won't do that for now, but you are always able to do that at any time. And the important part here is the grade. Now, I made a grade category, so I want to make sure that it gets included in that category. So midterm paper category, great. Save and display. Okay, so our assignment is here. Once students input grades, I'll be able to go in and grade it. Okay. In the gradebook, we can see that it was added successfully to that area. Perfect. Go back to the main page, and I'd like to talk about a little bit of a calendar function that Moodle has, very powerful for instructors. If you go to reports and dates, you'll have a view of all of the due dates in your class. So especially down here, down below, we can see a timeline of every single project, discussion forum, assignment that's due in your class. And we can see, if I scroll left to right, I can see the absolute end and beginning. And since this is a spring course, this is perfect. Starts in May, ends in June, perfect. And if I hover over, I can see what exactly those assignments are. And all the assignments are here, so if I hit expand all, I can adjust any dates. If I see anything out of order, I can adjust the dates right in here and make sure that they're correct. I really recommend that you do this at the beginning of every semester. And then afterwards, always save changes. All right, next, I'd like to look at another type of report. You have the ability to go in and check out what your students are doing in any given activity. So if I select the activity that I want and the time constraints that I want to look at, I can look at a specific activity and see if they have participated in that activity. This is nice. I can see that these students have all been into this activity. Next, if I go into the gradebook or the participant list and I select anyone's name, I can view the logs to see how often or how much interaction they're having on in the course. I can see this person was in a spring course, and you can see they've been very active throughout the spring. and back to main page. Lastly, I'd like to talk about how to import a course, so course migration. When you have a new course, you can see it's empty like this. We go to import. And then what I like to do is make sure that I have exactly the right title of the course that I want. And I'm going to copy and paste that in and say import, select it, continue. And I just like to go jump to final step. You can go piece by piece, but this is the faster way to do it. Okay, and we can see, when we hit continue, we can see that all the material has come across nicely into the new course.